kata and meaning of the Monday Buddha, which is for Bucha on Mondays, or for those born on Mondays, which is called in Thai the Pang Ham Yad, which means the posture of forbidding relatives. The story behind this particular Buddha posture, these postures are called Pang in Thai. The story behind this Pang is something like this: that the rulers of the city of Kapilavatthu, or in Thai we would call this Kapilavatthu, who were of the Sakya clan and relatives of the Buddha on his father's side, and then those of the family of the city of Kolya were relatives on the Buddha's mother's side, his stepmother's side. And the farmers of each city, they were farming on the banks of the river Rohini without any dispute for quite a long time. And then a drought came, and so everything dried up. And the locals of each city, the two families, began to fight with each other about who had the right to take what water was left in the river. Sorry. And the dispute became so great that they began killing each other, one on one and one by one and in groups. And the situation got so bad that the rulers of these two cities, who were also relatives of the Buddha, got their armies together, and they gathered to go into battle with each other. And so the Buddha heard the news of this incident, which should have been discussed and solved easily using a wise and peaceful discussion, as the Buddha would always like to do. And this is where the posture comes from, of this particular Buddha statue you can pray to, or for your birthday Buddha. Is that the Buddha traveled to these two rulers of the armies where they had gathered to battle, and they explained to them about the loss of population of each other's people, which would happen, and how the loss of honor of each royal family, which would come from such a war, and how much losses would be caused to each side, and that even maybe both kings would die in battle simply because of a bit of river water which was used for farming. Excuse me. And so this sermon of the Buddha, to stop these relatives from quarreling, is considered a great blessing to hear and understand, and to practice the realization of this truth. And thus, so all Buddhists, all Thai Buddhists who believe this great miracle that the Buddha had stopped a war, they created statues in the form of the Buddha in this posture of forbidding relatives, which is of course the Buddha holding his hands up in front of him. And this is to remember this occasion. So when you Bucha, when you pray to this Buddha, you should remember this story, what the meaning of this Buddha is, that he's forbidding relatives and forbidding people from fighting over trivial things, because sometimes what begins as a trivial thing ends up as a world war, because of the wrong views of humans, even our world leaders. And so this posture, this Pang of the Buddha forbidding relatives, is sometimes also called Buddha forbidding the ocean, which I shall explain on another day, because there is a statue with the Buddha holding one hand up and with holding two hands up. So this is the Pang Ham Yad, and it has a kata, which is for chanting in Bucha. And if it's your birthday on a Monday, or if you're born on a Monday, and or if it's Monday and you have all the Buddha statues of all of the different days of the week, you can Bucha this Buddha, or a picture of this Buddha, or just in your mind imagine this Buddha as standing with both hands raised, palms forward in front of him. It goes like this. Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Puttaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. That was the first line. Second line is Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Tammaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. The third line of the verse is Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Sangkaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. And so one more time, all three lines of the verse. Excuse me. Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Puttaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Tammaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Sangkaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. And one more time at medium speed. Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Puttaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Tammaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Sangkaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. One more time, more speedily. Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Puttaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Tammaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. Yantunimittdtang Awamangkalanja Yojaamanaa Bposagunassa Satto Bpaabpakkaho Tussubpinang Agandtang Sangkaanupaawena Winaasamendtu. And that was the Kata sword Buchaพระประจำวันเกิดวันจันทร์ the Monday Buddha, which is the ปางห้ามญาติ same as the Kata Bucha พระพุทธปางห้ามญาติ forbidding relatives Buddha with hands raised, palms forward, both hands raised. Sajjan Spencer for the Buddha Magic Project, hoping this helps you. Signing off.